grace and condemnation. As Paul says in Romans 6, I think it's Romans 6 through 8. He says it in Romans 7. He said, if you don't want to be condemned, don't live in condemnation, right? He's saying if you keep doing what you're always doing, you'll be condemned because you're doing it, not because you've done it. He said you died to sin. How can you live in it any longer? So if we don't want to be condemned, we shouldn't do the things that are condemnatory. We shouldn't do the things that God condemns if we don't want to be condemned. See, if we marry ourselves with our wrongdoing, if we say, this is who I am, I'm a thief or I'm a vandal or whatever, and we say, well, that's what I am, and God will forgive me. You're not asking for forgiveness. You're asking for license. You're condemning yourself by doing the same things you don't want done to you. If someone's a thief or someone's a vandal, and somebody vandalizes you or steals from you, especially if it's big time, if they destroy your house or even murders, they say, well, because people, the general attitude towards what's his name, Dylann Storm Roof, is that he should get the death penalty, or he should be in jail for his life. Just bad person. I don't think he's racist. It's almost as if being a racist and killing black people is worse than being a murderer, or murdering black people is worse than being a murderer. But anyway, so we say, well, and Paul says it in I think it's Romans 7, or I think it's Romans 7 too. He's saying you want to be forgiven, but you're condemning people. If you condemn people like Dylann Storm Roof, then don't you think you'll receive the condemnation from God, because he will treat you as you treat others. If you steal from somebody and get something stolen from you or whatever, you say, well, that's not fair that happened to me, but it's fair that I do it to other people. Or if you gossip and then someone steals from you, you say, well, I can't help my gossip, but that person should have done that to me. That person should have stole from me or whatever. Don't let other people condemn you. Don't let God condemn you, because God is a just God, right? Yah is a just God. Don't live in condemnation. Don't do those things. And don't condemn other people. And don't let other people condemn you. God will judge righteously. Don't condemn yourself by what you do or your attitude.